Set 1, Letter to the Editor. Let's begin with a TTTF analysis. The following excerpt appeared in an article in the Hong Kong Daily. Recently, there have been a number of cases of domestic helper abuse in Hong Kong. The victim suffers both physical and mental abuse, including being beaten, forced to sleep on the floor, not being given enough food, or not being paid. Write a letter to the editor of the Hong Kong Daily. Give your opinion against the unfair treatment of domestic helpers and provide 3 reasons to support your point of view. Include a title for your letter to the editor. So the text type is a letter to the editor, target reader, their newspaper editor, and the general public. The task requirements: write a letter giving your opinion against what's happening, give 3 reasons to support your point of view, and include a title. And the formality here should be formal. Begin by writing, "Dear Editor." A newspaper's editor is responsible for the newspaper's political stance and approving or overseeing, directing its content. People write to the editor or the newspaper to express their view on certain issues in society. Your introduction should be brief and concise. Give 2 or 3 sentences explaining the issue, then establish your point of view. Now let's take a look at the introduction in more detail. Dear Editor, every week there are alarming reports in the news about the problem of domestic helper abuse. These reports have highlighted not only physical attacks, but also cases of mental abuse. Some helpers are called names, are forbidden from taking holidays, and even have their pay withheld. This kind of behavior is disgusting in a civilized society and should be a great source of shame. So we have strong adjectives here. The writer's purpose is immediately clear. There are some basic examples setting out the problem or the issue, and then the writer's opinion is given clearly at the end of the paragraph. For your body paragraphs, you should have 1 main idea per paragraph with elaboration and supporting examples. Use your planning time to think of these. When you've begun your writing, use connectives to link your body paragraphs together. Some examples you can see below. 1, it could be a violation of their human rights. Number 2, it's damaging for Hong Kong's reputation. Number 3, if young people see their parents committing domestic helper abuse, it might encourage them to believe such behavior is normal or even acceptable. Just like your introduction, your conclusion should be brief and concise. It should restate your opinion and the main argument of each body paragraph. And you can see the example here. You must end your conclusion with "yours faithfully" and then the name of the letter writer. Here are some final points to remember. Use a formal tone throughout this piece of writing. Use strong language to highlight the seriousness of the issue. This is not a newspaper article. You are a member of the public, sharing your perspective, your opinion, via the newspaper's letters page. This means it will be read by many others, so it's not a form of private correspondence. This piece of writing will be read by many other people. To understand more about letters to the editor, you can read shorter letters at this link here.